yeah. Where we from?
I'm from the edge.
Sounds so lovely. Yeah.
Free.
Yo, I'm on my small A, hard boy fitted. Dale Murphy jersey, 5 point chillin'. Mookie Blake like illin'. Cleveland Air BP, box of Dutch getting. Speakers in the window choosing Vols, yeah, I did it. Rice Street, 3 days downstairs, lived it. 95 Freaknik, changed the whole city. Welcome to Atlanta, 96 Olympic. Back and forth, born home, Harry, home, get it. Georgia Dome, Michael Vick, yeah, we still miss him. 7 grams of midget, Mooch still with it. Loud pack, gas pack, too strong for my pimpin'. Soul food, busy bee, Mook, go get it.
Yo. What's good? Y'all know what day it is. It's Sunday, baby. And it's the Real Atlanta Podcast. It's 8 o'clock. We here. I'm your host, Big Chris. My co-host over here, Kim B.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, and we got my man, that boy, the famous, the Chicago's own,
That's
DJ
right.
Lab.
That's right. Come on with it. Tell the truth. Say the devil.
Hey, what's good, people, man? You know how we do. We start out, man. We just check everybody mental in here and just see how the week went. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start out with me, boy. This week been crazy, but you know, hey, it been crazy and fast.
Crazy and fast.
Right, man. It seems like every time you turn around, it's Friday. if it ain't Friday, it's the first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
you know, so time be flying, but they say you wasted time you can't get back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can get everything else back, but you can't get time. But it's at the time be flying. So,
They
you
say
know what I'm saying?
that time is a rare. It's one of them rare commodities.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Easy to lose, but hard to
get back.
Yeah.
But you can't, ain't hard. You can't get it
You can't
back.
get back,
Yeah,
right?
you can't get it back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How about you, Kim?
It's been a good week. No complaints. My son just moved out, and I'm an empty nester again, so happy about that. Okay.
Right.
But I'm just thankful. God just blessed me with 2 beautiful kids that's doing their thing on their own and stuff like that. So I'm super blessed.
Slick say, look at that sign in our shirts.
What about you, Lad? What have been going? I know you've been podcasting.
Yeah, podcasting, trying to get some stuff straightened out, trying to get some spots for day party.
Yeah,
And then just found out Thursday I got to go back to the office 5 days a week. So
Oh wow.
go back to the office 5 days a week.
Oh man, you back? Boy, they got you back in.
They got me back in. Yeah, I gotta get adjusted. 5 years
right.
working from home. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
They hit us hard with it.
Right. Yeah, what we talking about today, Kim?
So today's topic is what's the rush? Quick to get out your parents' house. So we're gonna play a little clip, then we'll get started from there.
Okay.
So guys, just listen in real quick.
So, on the internet and write a comment to rate my experience as an adult, I would give it 1 star. My comment would be very bad, would not recommend. I want to be grown. You don't want these problems. Do you know when you become an adult, you do not get to do what you want to do? You do not get to go where you want to go? I think it's a misconception. When I get grown, I can do whatever I want to do. No, you can't. You can do whatever you can afford to do. Number 1. Number 2, especially once you have kids, you do whatever your kids allow you to do. Because that's your first responsibility. Plus, you got to pay for a place to stay. In Arkansas, that's between $900 and $2,000 a month. Getting a car, that's between $300 and $500 a month. Car insurance, that's about $250 a month. We still hadn't got a haircut, hadn't got our hair done, hadn't bought a new pair of shoes, haven't gone out, hadn't had a good time, haven't gone to the comedy show, haven't gone to the basketball game, haven't done any of that. It's overrated. I would advise you to enjoy being a child. Enjoy being a teenager. Why? Why do I say that? Because you have 70 years to be an adult. From age 18 all the way to 88. You need to be 88 years old. That's 70 years. that you're going to be an adult. You're only going to be a child for 17 years. I want to encourage you to embrace being a child. Don't rush being grown. It's overrated. If I had to rate being an adult, if I could go on the internet and write a comment to rate my experience as an adult.
So he said that was a clip from a teacher that was talking to his class and just letting them know to embrace being a young adult. He said you had 17 years to be young, be a child. 17 years. And he said being grown, he gives it a 1 star. It's overrated.
Right.
So we're gonna start off today and just go into, in your youth, like you have no worries at all in your youth. None. So why do we want to push past that so quickly to become an adult? You had it good when you were younger, staying at your parents' house. No bills. Go outside. Go here and there like nothing.
Hey, like the post read said, the best times my youth is when the bills were not in my name.
Yep.
It's just
so
like,
true.
It's like we have no worry. They have no worries. So they understand, like, hey man, I ain't gonna worry about this, that. But then they realize that when they get grown or when they want to rush out the house, things really have changed. Yeah, because I just feel like, and this is just my opinion, that us as black people, we don't prepare our kids enough. We don't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can say I didn't prepare my kids enough because I did too much spoiling or whatever and not preparing them the right way, because when they're already not, they're behind the 8 ball, number one, because of the curriculum in the schools. They don't teach them things they really need outside of being in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
School should be so you learn not just the history and all this stuff, it's just things they're going to need in life.
Right.
So I believe, like, that's the worry. They don't have no worries, so they're not worrying about anything. So when they get that, when the shit hit the fan, real talk, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The things that really got to happen in life, but they don't know.
Yeah.
And they have to run back home.
But even the ones that your parents will sit down and talk to you about saving money, how important it is, or to stay in school. And it's not that college is not for everybody.
Right.
But the ones that were on the right track to go to college, the parents were saying, hey, stay in school, get your education, get your degree, all this kind of stuff. So
Right.
you did have the parents that did try to prepare those kids, and they still, didn't take their advice or or none of that.
Right. Because they're gonna see it just like this. When the kids get to a certain age, they feel like they're grown. So they don't want you to tell them that. They don't want to get the advice from you. The advice from somebody who done went through it already. They'd rather say, I'm grown. You're only grown in age or older in age. You're not grown until you know what I'm saying, until you're on your own for real.
And you know what? And you know what's so funny is that some kids may see, like, other kids may have more leniency from their parents than you. So say for instance, like, such and such mom, they let her stay out till 12 o'clock, or she don't have to, do this, or she can wear this. So they see these other things of what they think is freedom, and they gravitate towards that. You know what I mean? Well, I can't wait till I get out of here, and that way I can stay out till 12. I can do what I want to do, because they see their friends maybe having a little bit more, like I said, leniency from their parents. I saw it was a couple people that I ran with. I'm like, damn, your mama don't. No, seriously. I'm like, Dad, I said, you can come in at 12 o'clock, or you can stay over such and such house. That your mama didn't call and check if you were really over. I'm talking about these people, the parents didn't check up on them. They could come in when they wanted to. So for me, I was like, dang, and I'm not lying. I'd be like, dang, I wish I was such and such, man.
Right,
but now, no.
That was just your immature mind wanting to be like, because they really was giving us some structure.
Yeah.
When they was telling you to come in and do this, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the kids didn't understand that. They're giving you structure. So that's another reason for you rushing to be grown, because you want to rush and leave, because you're in your parents' house that's giving you that structure and giving you some kind of guidance, you know what I'm saying? You're ready to leave, like your buddy them over there, they'll do everything at a certain age, they already doing everything. You know what I'm saying?
And the ones that could stay out later past the street, like we got to come in when the street lights come. When they still outside playing, we looking through the window like, dang, they still out there having a good time. But their parents didn't trip. They could go in at 10 o'clock if they wanted to.
Right.
We had to come in the house.
Right.
And that's what that was. That's what that was.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it was the rules that made it to where, like I said, and we were looking at it like it was like rules, but it really was them trying to discipline us and creating this structure for us.
I'm gonna blame our parents, because when we wanted to do certain things, I'm just being funny, but when we wanted to do certain things, they always throw that, this my house. When you get your own house, you can do what you want to do.
That's true.
But when you're in my house, you're gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah.
I didn't have the structure like you said, Chris. I pretty much came and gone as I went. I mean, I stayed at my girlfriend's house and her mama's house for a whole summer. Like, when I was like, like when I was 15, like I stayed.
See what I'm saying?
like the whole summer.
Yeah.
Oh no, sir. Oh no, sir.
The whole summer. I was just at her house. And I don't mean come there in the morning and leave at night. I meant spend the night.
Yeah.
I did not leave the whole summer.
See, that's probably see. That's another reason what makes what you doing that. If you had a friend and they said, "Well, he had built his girl house every day, man. I got sleep doing something to do it." That's another reason to try to rush up out the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And these days time, I'm gonna tell you, man. These days time, but you better stay down with your head.
Yeah, that was back. You know, that was in the 80s. Things was a lot different back then. I mean, I put up a post one time said our parents tricked us. They made being an adult look so fun. They had partying, they friends over, they having some drinks, they doing what they want to do. They tricked us.
Yeah.
If I would have known what I know now, I would have stayed a child.
Yeah. Absolutely. But I think that them setting those rules and stuff for us, even like down to giving us chores and stuff to do, like I said, that set structure. Because when you get out into the real world, there still are rules and things that you're going to need to abide by, which is called laws. So that's really like prepping you for what's to come as an adult. That's how I kind of look at it too. You're always going to have some type of rule or law, or you're going to have to abide by something. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes for people to have their kids with no rules and stuff like that, they get out to society and not able to follow these laws. Man, they don't tell me what to do. No, that's the law. You know what I mean? So we could be setting ourselves up for failure too, not putting down these rules for our kids at that young age. Yeah. Truly believe that.
And I think another thing, like keep on with the top, like as far as like with them knowing, like having some kind of responsibility. See, they would jump out there not having no responsibilities at home, right? And then they jump out there and then things have changed. Everything is on you. You know what I'm saying? I know my mom had us doing something like when we graduated, like we was at the house, we working and stuff. So she would have us put some money on a bill. They didn't need it. But the thing is, she was giving us some kind of, this what you're doing every week. You know what I'm saying? You're paying on this, you're paying on that. So that makes you feel like, okay, boom, I'm learning that this is what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? When it comes, like light bill, gas bill, water bill, something like that. And they just put some money, and basically she would just put the money to the side. You know what I'm saying? But they take care of their business. But the thing is, like when you get older, right? When you call yourself grown, and you go out there not knowing nothing. Yeah. And
calling us, Mama, you didn't tell me that the power company to require the deposit.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta pay. If you don't pay, they're gonna clip you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? On now.
You know what I'm saying? So it's basically like, and I think like, not to always blame us, black folk, but we don't prepare our kids the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about like with knowing about credit, knowing about if you mess up in that apartment and you get an eviction, that goes on your credit. You can't.
But then some parents didn't know their sales about credit and can teach the kid. About
That's
saving,
true.
because hell, they don't know how to save. So how you gonna teach them? Stuff how bills getting cut off and all that stuff. What you gonna teach them?
Right, and that's true. A lot of parents struggle. Like,
they did.
I mean, even me and my ex-wife, we struggled when we first had our children. We struggled. We were so concentrated on trying to figure out this college and work thing that we didn't even think about we need to teach them how to write checks. We need to teach them about credit. Because to be honest with you, we got married so young that we didn't know about the credit, like you said, Kim. We didn't know about it. So we didn't discover it until we got into life, started renting apartments, trying to figure out about buying cars. Because, you know, she was in college, I was in college. We were just doing certain things that we didn't know that you need to do this or you need to do that. So we didn't know what to teach them.
Yep.
And I think a lot of parents, like Kim said, I think a lot of parents just don't know a lot of times. I mean, now it's really no reason not to know because the world is flat with the internet, but back then it was a little different, you know.
Right. Yeah. And I remember me having a girlfriend like when I was a year older than her, and she was teaching me about credit and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like she like, boy, get your credit card. You know, build your credit, start building your credit like with a Rich's card, senior card. Like I had a couple cards. You know what I'm saying? Like she was a pretty good girl. You know what I'm saying? She had her head on straight. She was showing, you know. And we know saving money, putting money in the account together, you know, all that kind of stuff. But we ain't laugh. I'm just saying.
Right.
But you got that from her.
Yeah. And then I try to most definitely try to tell my kids, especially my daughter, I said, listen, you make some money, you got to put some money up.
Put some of it
to the
up.
side, you know what I'm saying? Some money because you got to have something to rely on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
What they call a little nest egg.
A little nest egg, we say for a rainy day.
It is going to be rainy days. It is going to be rainy days.
It's been raining lately. It's been storming. You know what I'm saying? People think it like it's gravy. Like,
right.
And when you don't realize, like, man, you like, man, it's really bad.
Yeah.
And I really don't, I mean, hey, if I knew like I told you this week, I'd be like Lamont Sanford. I've been in the house with my folks. So like Lamont was with Fred. I talking about,
you hear me?
Thick mustache, all hey, got that bag, can I bring a girl back?
You hear me?
Shit. If I knew what I knew, you know what I'm saying? Because I jumped out the point early like that too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I never had to go back, thankfully. You know, I didn't go back. But I jumped out the porch trying to be grown.
Trying to
Trying to do this thing. And my dad tell me, look, man, don't, you ain't got to go do that, man.
Don't rush.
Chill. You ain't got to rush. You ain't got to.
Especially if a parent says that, you don't have to rush. You don't have to go nowhere.
They just trying to lock me down.
Yeah.
I'm thinking all that, bro. I'm thinking.
They don't want me to live.
Step on that roof, man. I'm trying to be grown.
Yeah.
Because at one time, me and my cousin, when we first graduated, me and my cousin down, we were gonna get an apartment together. You know what I'm saying? We were gonna get an apartment because we were working and stuff, and we were having money, so we were gonna get an apartment. And he was like, no. But he was telling me, I'm not to think about it. He was like, no, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Just chill out. Don't do that. So about a year or so later ago, I got a girl, and then I'm trying to move in the girl, and he like, man, why you trying to do that, man? Chill out. Save your money. You ain't got to leave. He like, you ain't got to leave. You ain't got to leave. Save your money. Stack your money up first. Have you a big enough bankroll for you to have some stuff. Stack your money. I'm thinking about laying up. I'm thinking about being grown. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm thinking about. So that's the thing. I know that's on their mind. Now these kids' mind, they're like, they're thinking about it still. Listen to the advice that man telling you. Chill out, boy.
Because with that comes, once you move out early, if you end up having kids, right? You know what I'm saying? All of that starts to come. More money leaving out of your pocket. Because here come the kids, here come the daycare. You know, all this, the school clothes, and you're trying to pay the bills on top of that. You got to pay for car insurance, car note, because I know you ain't paying for nothing, you know, flat out.
Right.
So all of this stuff comes on you at one time. So now we in the sink or swim stage. So now you starting to realize, oh, damn, this ain't no joke right here. Yeah.
Because the thing is, I was blessed though that my mama had a daycare, and I was paying them. I was scared, you know, shit.
Oh
skimming out,
man.
a little bit. I was like, bye. Look,
you good on that?
But she gonna turn her grandchildren down, you know.
Yeah.
But, it was a blessing to have that though, because boy, there was a lot was going on. Like, dang.
Especially you had more than one daycare for.
Yeah.
What, a week?
Whew.
And don't pick them up by 6 o'clock. It was $1 a minute.
That's $1 a minute. I think it's more now.
Is it?
Nowadays, boy, you buy, it's cheaper.
I wonder how much it is a week now for
a newborn.
I heard that. Now this is what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. I heard it was about $1,000 a week now. newborn, they got to change diapers and stuff.
God, dog.
But you found no.
Let me look
Yeah,
it up.
I was gonna say,
I
God,
knew it was 2 something at one time.
Let me look it up.
yeah, you must be talking about the 90210 area. Zip code.
Maybe a month. Then.
Probably
Yeah, probably a
month.
month.
Yeah, let me.
So you talking about like
250.
250 a week?
Slick says I learned a lot being a teen mom and having to get out here and get it.
Yeah, I mean, it gave you the structure.
I first hand knew it was hard, and I did all I could to make sure my son wasn't ready for the world. I'm sorry. Yeah, so she did teach him a lot.
Right.
And the thing about that, on the flip side of that, just like Slick said, that shows you having to get out there and figure that stuff out. Because what if your parents say, hey, you can't come back here. You already done left. You can't come back. Yeah. Or you just don't want to go back because maybe your relationship with your parents, wasn't all that anyway. So I gotta figure this thing out. As a young parent or a single parent, and that right there, that alone builds character. I'm just gonna say that alone builds character and hustle.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
It is some pros too.
That's why I say on the flip side of that now.
It is some pros too because you'll be able to know what it is to struggle.
Yeah.
You know what it is to get back up on your feet. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just running back home.
Yeah. And maybe that's more so it could be more so maybe for the helicopter parents where them kids can know they can go back to the parents.
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
The average cost of newborn in Georgia is $711 per month.
How much?
$711 per month.
That's average.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot. That's a condo and the insurance.
Yeah. But if you have more than one child, y'all having them back to back, you still got to get out there and go to work. That stuff adds up. And that's just childcare alone. Not talking about food. All of that.
Diapers.
Yeah. You're not talking about none of that.
Toys.
Man, what do you mean? All that stuff add up. Who's that? On $360 a week for an infant at a quality daycare, and they want their payment on the first of the month.
Right.
Weekly payments are a thing of the past.
Yep.
Right. So they don't do weekly.
Oh wow.
So they want their money at the first of the month. I guess for the month.
For the month. Wow.
And you know what? So even if they say back in the day, even if your child missed 1 day or 2, you still had to pay for that whole week. Wasn't no such thing prorated. So them pay. You got to pay childcare at the first of the month for the month. That's
prepaid. You prepaying for the month.
You prepaying for the month.
I get they saying they getting their money. Because they going by how to if you got any kind of assistance, them folks already paying. The government paying on the first. So if you don't have any government assistance, you gotta pay for the whole month. These folks already paying. They cover theirs. You know what I'm saying? It make it hard for you. I mean, it makes your decisions. You need to make your decisions wise, make your choices wise. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing about it, that childcare due on the first of the month, just like your rent. Just like a car note is and everything. And so you have that stuff hitting them all at one time. Yeah. They'll let you know real quick, man, I should have stacked up me a little bit more money. So now that pushes them to living from check to check. Well, they don't have no breathing room.
Barely living.
Barely making.
Depending on how much they make. And, you work at these fast food restaurants and stuff. That's why a lot of people have 2 or 3 jobs now.
They do. Ain't no such thing as no
one job.
Ain't no such thing.
And that's what they gonna have to know. Getting out here because things are getting higher and higher and higher and higher. Like when I'm talking about when I moved out of 1994 or whatever years I lived with my mom. Shit, it was $300. I paid my first apartment in Overlook was $300.
Yep.
And that was nothing to pay. I could afford to pay it.
Yeah.
But I did have a car note.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had a car note at the time too, because I want to be grown.
Yeah.
And I had a car.
But things were so much, like you said, so much cheaper then.
But I was still. It was still like it was still like something to be responsible about because I had a car note, apartment, and insurance that I had to pay for.
And groceries were nowhere near the price that it is now.
No, you can't
get a dozen eggs for XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Even gas back then. You know what I'm saying?
99 cents.
Everything is different.
Wow.
99-cent gas.
99-cent gas.
Look, man, that was a whole memory. Look, 99-cent gas. What?
Throw $5 and drive all the way to Florida.
Man.
For real.
What?
I remember that
And that's back in the day when you could put 5, 10, you good for a minute.
You can't put. Hey, you try to give somebody $5 game. You
Because back in the day, your aunt or your uncle made it. Here, put that in your gas tank. Man, you give me $5, $10 now. You be like, so what you want me to do with that now?
Right.
No.
It's like time, but the time it really changed now, and for them to even thinking about dipping. Why, look, man. What you can do is we can church up. We can gather the money together, put it in the pot,
right?
And we stay here together. You know what I'm saying? And I guess I just be a little lingering on you. And you can move how you want to move, but it ain't time to be rushing out. It ain't time to rush out.
And I didn't push my kids out. I wanted them to get everything they could possibly get from me. My daughter did it down to the T.
Right.
My son was a little bit different. But
we can always go buck. Them son, we gonna buck. But we try, like Chris said, we trying to see them legs open.
Right.
Yeah.
Mama ain't gonna let me do this. I'm trying to do this girl in my house.
Right.
but I didn't dare push them out because, like I said, because if I push them out, like the world is a cruel place if they're unprepared. So at least I know that I've done everything that I could do now. Whether you go out there and do the opposite,
that's
life's a teacher, so it's gonna show you. And you have to come and be like, Mama, and try to backpedal and Mama, what you think about? I said, you did what now? And it's too late at that point. You done ran the credit card up to what? Like, damn, I told you don't even get a credit. This whole thing. But you had to go out there
and learn it.
And experience it.
Slick says, let me tell y'all this. I hate it's not a lot of black families experiencing generational wealth. These homes now are $1 million plus that offers generational living. So, now they having homes where they call it generational living, where you got the upper level, then you got the basement that's done. To be like, the family can stay down here. They call it terrace level. The family, your kids can stay down. They may have a whole kitchen, living room, 3-4 bedrooms, and they'll say something in the videos. They'll be like, parents stay up here. You can have your kids and everything stay down here for as long as possible, and they call it generational living.
Yeah.
They didn't call it that before, but they call it generational. Everybody put their money in the pot. We pay these bills. Y'all stay down here with your own entrance. Everything.
Yeah.
Because I've seen other people with different skin tone. They have what you call not no plantation. They have like estates.
Yeah.
And it's like more houses on the land.
Right. And that's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's one big land, like just said 5 acres. Yeah. They may have 5 houses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So on the acre, like something like what Boosie doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a great plan. You can plan it together because you want to keep everything in. You know what I'm saying? Same level like that.
Because that's the last thing we want is for our family to struggle. We need to be able to pass this stuff down, this generational wealth. We passing out all this other stuff to them that don't need to be, that's attached to them. We need to pass down this good stuff. And listen, even for parents that don't know how to save or don't have money management skills and stuff, get in there and learn how to figure it out. That way you can teach your child, or maybe y'all learn at the same time. You're never too old to learn something new. So even if you don't know, man, it's you can go online and figure out some stuff. You can take online courses, right? You can take online courses to figure some stuff out. So it's not like back in the 70s, like some parents they couldn't read or this, that, and the other, so they wouldn't even pick up a book. Like now, it's too much out there for you not to know. So the parents that don't have that knowledge and stuff, let's get educated so we can pass that down. Even you pass that down to your grandkid if it missed your child. So it's stuff that we can do and plug in. Like you say, them online courses, they have seminars so we can actually go into. Yeah, you can actually go in. So we got to start somewhere with that. I do believe that. So we had a discussion a little bit before the podcast tonight, and Lab brought up a good point. At what age do we push the kids out? Do we push them out too soon? That's a whole nother thing, because parents want to have their space
and their privacy too.
I can't, and the kids constantly hear the parents saying, I can't wait till you turn 18, you getting out of here, blah blah blah. So they constantly hearing that, but like, damn, she just gonna throw me out of 18.
I think that part probably should be cut off, saying that on a constant basis. That's just my opinion. Saying that on a constant basis. I get what age you throw them out, but see, like with my children, I never really said that they had to get out at 18. I never said it at all, because I thought we was all just gonna be one cohesive unit. But they wanted to leave. You know what I'm saying? The outside was more enticing.
Okay.
I guess you could say to them.
That's always.
You're right. So once they got like 19, 20, I think my youngest son stayed the longest. I think he stayed to like, I think he stayed with his mom for a long time, like 25, 26.
See, we be doing like the birds. The birds, she gonna feed them the worms. The mother bird gonna feed them worms for a little bit. Once they learn how to fly, they gotta get up out the nest.
Yeah.
They out the nest. So they learn how to fly. She gonna teach them how to hunt. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, and that's how they know. That's how their lifestyle is. So, but like you said, what age should we put them out? I don't know if it's an age because some may be still in school.
Yeah.
Or some definitely not ready.
But like Lab said, we can't keep saying, "Hey, I can't wait." They don't need to like constantly hear a parent saying,
they don't want to hear that. Yeah,
like that's
that's
not.
gonna push them out. They're gonna make them
Yeah,
out.
unprepared even more. Like, dang man, she gonna throw me out at 18.
Yeah. But I'm. But at what point do like we just asked earlier? At where's the line at? Where's the line? Because you're doing what you can to make sure that they're prepared to be in the real world and know how to do their bills and all that stuff.
Yeah.
At what point do you say, okay, I think I've given them everything I can give them? Is it 25? Is it 35? Is it 45? Right. I mean, at what point do you say, okay, enough is enough for me as a parent? It's time for you. Like she said, the birds, I'm telling me to kick you out the nest and let you fly.
Right, and especially if you don't see them trying to move out there, you don't see them like preparing, like really saving money, or say, hey mom, I've been looking at apartments, what you think about this? Like you don't see no kind of motion that you getting ready, that you even preparing to leave. At that point, I'm gonna put the foot in your ass, because you can't stay here forever.
Okay, check this though. So do you think that, okay, just say the ones who are preparing themselves,
I was just about to ask.
Yeah.
they already they saving their money, they preparing themselves, they're looking at apartments, they're looking at whatever, even some looking at houses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So those are exceptions, I think, because I think they're preparing themselves for the world to be grown. But you know what I'm saying? Not the ones who just want to jump out there when they get 18. You know, and you got some that done things like drop out of school, high school, because you can do it at a certain age. So they feel like they're grown. They don't go to school. I don't go to school. I'm grown. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just so much to it. You got the pros and the cons to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The flip side, and like the ones who do have it are who are maturing more faster. Most of the time, it's a female.
Because kids are different, so each child is different.
Right.
So what I did for one, or maybe what one did, and got out there, saved the money, this, that, and the other, it might take a little longer maybe for that second one. So you might have to do a little bit more nurturing and coaching along for that second child.
Yeah.
So it just, like you said, it depends.
Yeah, because I know I saw my older brother, older sisters. I saw them moving out, getting their own apartments, working, having fun. So I'm like, wow, I can't wait for that time for me to graduate, whatever. And I'm able to dip and have fun as well. You know what I'm saying? They had it, but I didn't know the fun was paying bills and doing all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I saw that, and I'm like, dang, but I'm gonna kick with them because I might be spending out their house on the weekends or being around them, being grown and shit. You're like, God, but it's the life.
But see, you didn't see them actually in the bedroom back there figuring out the bills. Hey man, we're gonna put this on this and then put this other part on this. So we don't see those things. You saw the fun part when you went over there on the weekends and stuff. This the life.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, you can kick it.
Refrigerator full.
Hey, you can drink some beer, drink alcohol with them. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. You be thinking like those are different examples of things that is it makes you want to leave the nest early, and not And I just think I may was prepared because I had some people, what I'm saying, to look,
before you.
Before me and stuff like that. So I was able to, and able to work. But what I'm saying, like when things got hard, but like it showed me how to be. It really did show me how to fight for the mud up. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's time when shit when it's going bad and you're struggling, figure out another way. You know what I'm saying?
So like we talked about earlier, are we the ones that are pushing our kids out too early? As black people, are we pushing them out too early?
I think we do push them out too early. I was going to ask you, what do you do with the ones who are doing saving their money? I thought Chris was going to ask, but he went a different way. That are saving their money. They taking everything you say to heart. but they still on the couch like, man, why I'm leave here? I'm saving a lot of money. I got me a nice car. You know, like they living the life. They not trying to move out, but they taking what you said and applying it to a certain point. But they know that if I move out, I won't have to pay more money. I ain't gonna be able to drive this Mercedes or whatever the case may be, because I'm not gonna be staying with mama no more.
Right.
And they know this, so they not. So basically, they taking advantage of the situation.
Right.
What do you do with those children?
So that's what we're gonna have to have that sit down. Now the push conversations coming.
Right. Because you don't want them. Hold on, look, boy. you taking advantage now.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna stack
You
your
gotta
money.
have that real talk with them.
You're gonna stack your money, chill out, and give me $100 a month.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Give me $100 a month, and you out here, you do your thing.
Right.
You do your thing at your own spot. Now.
Right.
Yeah, conversation definitely would need to be had because
you don't want no lifers there. You don't want no
of course
lifers.
not.
There we go.
And
There we
you
go.
stacking up, and you got more money in the bank than I do.
Right.
That's what we not. Yeah. So we would definitely have to have we would definitely have to have a conversation to get ready to push them out and say, hey, I think you're at that point now where you're ready to turn that corner. Let's go see about some apartments. Have you been looking at stuff? Let's go together. Like we got to start pushing them out there at that point. But the conversation is definitely need to be had.
Okay.
Yeah. Because how long? Yeah. How much more
lifers.
you need to stack up?
For lifers.
Yeah.
I see some people.
Six say, I ain't letting you fuck in my house.
Right.
And that's a whole nother thing.
I see some people just comments. You want to call in 678-740-9894. 678-740-9894.
My call. Somebody said, say less.
Say less. Hello, the Real Louder Podcast. What's going on?
Yeah, I was calling in to comment on preparing our kids and not pushing them out too soon. I think in this generation, when we grew up, it was totally different. You had Big Mother, you had places to go. You have kids now that are not prepared for the world and prepared for a fast moving generation. Like, this is the next gen. So I think it starts out early. We give our kids, like, too much material stuff. We have them focus on the material part of it instead of having them focus on saving your money, what your money can do, how far your money can go. Because we're constantly giving them, and they have no real sense of value of money and what money does to you. And instead of letting money be something that you work for, we need to teach them and prepare them that money is something that works for you. So just say if you start them out saving at the age of 5 or 6 years old and you teach them about money, prepare them. If you want these Air Jordans and you want to go stand in line, you got to do something and have them on a budget. We do not have our kids financially prepared because we're living in a world now where things can change. People die at earlier ages now. So you have to learn to prepare your kids. It's not like pushing them out of the nest because you can be prepared to move out at 18 when you go out to college. You're basically living on your own. Right. So when we look at that, we have to start preparing them for the world at earlier ages instead of preparing them for the next Beyonce or Jay-Z or professional football player. We need to make them financially literate. So that will prepare us for the next generation where if I'm riding in my Mercedes or my Corvette and I got on my diamond ring, you so lusting out the material stuff instead of working for it. They have no sense of working, no sense of value of money. So it's harder to push them out right now than it was when we was like younger. Because you could always come back home. But we live in a generation now, like you got to prepare your kids. The world is changing, the currency of money. So it's a lot of different things that's going on. You got to like make them strong and just get them out of the nest. Like you got to let them experience life.
Yes.
All right.
Man, that's a good point.
That is a good point. Well, we appreciate you calling in. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, y'all are doing an amazing job. I just love this show.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Okay, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
We got a couple more over here. Keisha Surreal says that this generation these kids don't have no survival skills no more, right now. You know what I'm saying? And I dig that. And Lo Allen says that the age of 18, 21, like a lot of the kids are not ready to leave at 18 or 21.
Yeah.
Mentally, they're not. You know what I'm saying? especially because we think even with the kids having kids at early, they think they're adults. Then you know what I'm saying? Because you know we saw a lot of people have kids in high school. You know what I'm saying? And no knock to them, but they had to be pushed to be they had to get pushed to be an adult real fast. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what too? I agree with that caller too. Like we can't shield them from. We got to make sure we doing our part because it is a lot of helicopter mom and dad. So even I hear my daughter when she say, "Mom, you let Jalen do whatever he want to do." You know what I'm saying? Or you would if that was me. You know what I'm saying? I would have got a whooping for it. And I look back, I'm like, dang, she right. So maybe I, might have taken the reins off a little bit on my son because they were 8.5 years apart.
Right.
So I do see what she's saying. So we got to make sure that we're cognizant of things that we do in parenting. Like, if you're going to be that way from that first child all the way down to the last.
I think by default, though, we are more protective of our daughters than we are of our sons.
That's true, too.
And it's not because our sons should get the same amount of protection, but by default, we always want our sons to be stronger, and we always want to protect our daughters because we think that they are weaker. I don't know why we think this, but that's just the default. That's probably why you were a little bit more lenient with your son. I hear a boy, he need to go out there and scrape his leg. You know what I'm saying? He need to fall off the bike. Well, your daughter, she falls off the bike, you're like, oh, baby. Oh, because I know I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty. I have one daughter. My middle child is my daughter. Was my son like, man, be tough? With her, I'm like, man, you okay, baby? It's just a different.
And that's why I said with my son just moving out again, I got more time with him when he did come back because he left early. He had to come back, but I did get more time with him to put that little extra wisdom on them. I come downstairs out smoking and I say, hey, you don't have to have a fire on how to cook everything. Like that, why is my kitchen smoking traveling upstairs? But just for him to like get those extra nuggets, just even about cooking, how you do like certain things, you know what I'm saying? So if you are able to plug that into them, man, I want them to get every single thing, recipes on down. You know what I'm saying? So hey, come in this kitchen with me. You just sitting over there waiting for the food to be ready and all. Come on in here while you watching TV on. Come on, absolutely.
I think we got to figure out a way to. Outside is okay, but we also got to figure out a way like. Outside is good, but get what I want to give you and get what I have experienced before you step outside. We're not saying you can't go outside, but we try to give you firsthand. Right, we try to give you ways to dodge them obstacles and get around them before you go outside.
Experience is the best teacher.
Right.
When you experience something, and that's a main problem you see of young adults and kids that get online. We're telling you something. We're not just telling you something just to be on your neck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We tell you something for you, because if we walk and fall down that cliff and we follow her ourselves, we're going to direct you from around it.
We're going to reroute you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's another thing with them. They want to be goddamn hard-headed and they want to think like we just being on them the same way we were.
Right.
The same way we were growing up.
Why would I want you to go down that path that I already took and have experience from it? Why wouldn't I tell you? I'm not just trying to tell you what to do. I've been there. I had to do this thing. Yeah, that's my child. I'm not gonna have them to go that route. It happened to your mama.
It's like when we were young, when we had a conversation about a couple shows back, because we telling them not to do it. That's what they saying to themselves. Well, this must be fun over there. Mama, daddy tell me not to go over there, not to do that. It's gotta be fun. It's gotta be something. Why
they always think we trying to take them from the fun.
Right.
Damn it, we're not trying to take you from the fun. Damn it. You big dummy.
Big dummy.
We thought that too.
Yeah.
Oh, mama say don't go on the next block. It must be fun on the next block.
Yeah.
Then go on the next block and poof, get hit, knocked over there. Whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mama say, hey, don't go on the next block. It's this gangs over there, whatever. Man, it must be some real fun on the next block. So that's how we were. So why wouldn't we expect them to be the same way?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know what? I never forget. I ended up having, like I said before, I had to end up moving with my dad. And when I went to stay with him, my sister said, "You get ready to get the speech." My dad had a speech. He had a catalog of speeches. So my sister said, my older sister said, "You get ready to get the keep your mind off them books, off them boys and in your books speech.
Right.
And I be damn, he came upstairs and he said verbatim what my sister told me. When I tell you, I was trying to hold my laugh in. He didn't miss a word. He said it keep your mind off them boys and in them books. That's what he said. Mind off them boys and in them books. But you know what? The stuff that he was telling me after I got grown and I sat back and thought about it, I said, if only.
Right.
If only.
Right.
He not just telling me that to tell me that, because he know what the what comes with that. Distractions, off your grades, your potential, where you could possibly go. But I'm just like, man, these dudes at me. What are you talking about?
Mr. Earn says, and I'm sorry I got your name wrong. Mr. Earn says, it sounds crazy, but boys shouldn't move out until 25, maybe 22 for girls.
Because they say girls mature faster. So some girls could get it, you know, sooner than. But I agree with that.
You think
I
so?
do. I think the boys might need a little bit more. Nourishment. They do.
Because we're going to eat the crayons. You tell us not to eat the crayons.
Absolutely. That's what I said. So I agree with
and
that.
The girl's going to say, Mama said don't eat the crayons.
Yeah.
Man, Mama will tell me.
And they come in there with your green tea.
Right.
What is it? That crayon on your teeth? Big dummy.
Right. Looking like you know.
Yeah. Come on now. But you had to touch that stove when I told you that it's hot.
But like I was saying, though, I believe my reason for the different. I knew what my main reason was, trying to let them get some sex. What I'm saying, but I saw my older siblings out having their own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kicking it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to come to the house and look like that. I used to stay out all night, and I stay out all night. I'm staying with my mom with them, and I'm coming home. At 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, they get ready to go to church on Sunday morning. I'm like, damn, I thought they were gone.
Hey, here you come.
I said, God, I gotta walk past them.
Look at that center.
Yeah, right.
Got sit all on you. Got sit all on you.
Laying up all night, doing everything, doing all that. You know what I'm saying? My mama say that. So I was saying, like, I need to go dip there, but they got down, you know, but that's no reason my dad would tell me. And you get to come and go when you want to. Why you act like you gotta leave? You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Earn says that boys spend time focusing on stuff like the NBA and NFL when the girls already know. So boys be about 6 years back, and thank us for reading this comment. So he's saying that girls be about six years ahead of boys. Y'all think so?
Maturity wise, I do.
Maturity
I don't
wise,
know if it's 6.
I don't know that gap, like you say, but
they
they do.
They do be on this thing because one thing you would see, like, you would see her like a single parent, like a mother. She would have her stuff way more together, I think. You know what I'm saying? At an earlier age. Because like at first y'all being moms, y'all this and that, you know what I'm saying? And then to us, we still want to get drunk and go out of different women. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Even like growing up, little girls will gravitate to maybe crawling early, walking early, being potty trained.
For sure.
Because you know them boys, hell, even some men to this day still piss around the damn.
Lord have mercy. Hey.
right. Right.
Still missing the time.
They still don't have it. They still pissing on the damn seat.
Got no Cheerios in the.
Come on now.
Hit that Cheerio, boy. Don't you that Cheerio? You a senior high school, you can't hit that Cheerio yet?
You know what I'm saying? At least they don't wipe this shit up, old man. It's all my damn shit out there.
But it changed. Hey, it started. When we get older, it go back to that again. We get home. You run to the bathroom. God damn it!
I almost made it.
I almost made a boo-boo. So, it don't change for me.
It don't change.
It don't change.
Out the shooter, exact way, back to the shooter.
It's crazy though. for
They
real.
said we got to teach the street life ain't always cool.
Yeah. That's,
Oh yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the main thing they gotta understand. That,
Yeah.
Because like you don't want to see like yourself keep going back and forth. You know, building up a record. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and let's go down to some boys. Them knucklehead ass boys. I told my boy, and they wanna go down this path that I'm telling them and telling them.
Right.
Don't go, and they still want to go. Now you're experiencing that shit. Get up in the court system, get
Yeah.
them all that kind of stuff. Like,
But you know what too, with the boys too, back in our day,
Yeah.
they would see like other boys in high school that were maybe selling a little weed and doing this and that. They stayed fresh. They got their own little 1-bedroom studio and stuff like that. So they like, man, I'm finna get out here.
Hey, I had a few of them in my
but
school.
what you talking about?
Hey.
My partner here, you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
We
Fresh to death. I stayed away from them, but they were starter jackets,
What?
Jordans in, and new
had
Jordans.
to match the
Had to
starter
match
jacket.
the
What
jacket.
you mean?
Levi's fresh, like
Woo-wee.
Hey, listen, man.
Oh.
Listen, and look.
Ooh, I love me a good drug though.
Hey, listen. Then they got the apartments.
Apartments, yeah.
Apartments. They got the
Okay.
apartment. We go over. We cut school. Hey, we go. Let's go. You got the house already on out.
Man, chilling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chilling.
man. Get
Yeah.
that money.
Where my
cousin of mine had a basement apartment. Cousin, he
What?
had money. He
Yeah.
had a basement apartment. I used to go over there, just look around, go, wow.
Yeah. And then you go over there and chill, and that's when it was reefer.
Right.
We used to go there and smoke reefer.
Right. I was like, wow.
So you know, it was just like I'm saying. You know we spoke with. But it's like those are the things that make them want to. Hey, you feel like why?
It looks good to
It
me.
looks good. So you know all that stuff looks like I was saying for me. Seeing my old brother like, goddamn, like my sister would give me a key to her apartment,
Yeah.
and she'd tell me shit here. They gonna keep her apartment. Even when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Huh. God, I gotta keep her. I can cut school. She telling me she'd rather know where I'm at. I rather you. I know where you at. You cut school. I want you everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So they
saying?
know you doing
Yeah,
it.
you
So.
know I'm doing it. So she was like, hey, I'm getting keep my apartment. So you go over there. When you go over there and doing what you doing,
Yeah.
you be over there. And she was laid over. And she had a apartment called kind of. I know I was blacking in.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but yeah, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I had some kind of influence. No, not influence. Some people who was on my side. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like it's better. You looking up and stuff like that. So I had some look up too. That's why the reason I did want to jump out the porch early. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
leave, but it's just like when I close in. Kids now have to do- Yeah, we already talked about that. But yeah, they moving. They moving back. And sometimes it's not a bad thing. And sometimes they get it right the second time.
And and I think circumstances too. Sometimes
Yeah.
it might not be financial. It may be they didn't get along with. They thought that they were gonna be with this particular partner.
Yeah.
It didn't work out. Now they need to come
Roommates.
home for
Yeah,
roommates. So they need to
roommates.
come back home, stack a little bit more money before they go out there. So certain circumstances is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
They say my apartment was the spot on Sea Skip. She had an
See?
apartment when she was 15.
see, yeah, she had that
That what you
apartment.
say?
What Chris said, apartment, yeah,
Apartment, yeah.
apartment, yeah.
You know you don't allow yourself.
So definitely, if you are able, because it is the times have changed, and if your kids do need to come back and you get along with them,
Right.
bring them back,
Oh, hold on. Rewind that. Can you say that again?
and you get along with them. That's why this is a disclaimer, guys.
Disclaimer right there.
And
Right.
you get along with them. Have them to come back. Reinvest in them and their futures and stuff. Like if you see like certain things, even like with them being in your household that you didn't see, help them out. Help them to
up,
stack their
Johnny?
money, and that way, when they get out this time, they got a nice little egg.
Right.
They're more responsible now.
Right.
So if your kids, if you're able to deal with them, let them come back and get what they need, because this world, things have totally changed.
Do you think it's hard? Do you think it's harder to deal with them once they come back and have their own, because they had their own? So now they're coming back to you, and they feel like they don't necessarily have to follow any rules because they've already done it. So they get The chemistry's off.
My rules have been the same from when they were little until now. It does not matter if you come back 10 times, it's still the same. My house needs to be the same because I'm OCD. My house needs to be changed. Like if you move the phone this way, you know the phone go this way.
Right.
Like no, but they know me. But I think them coming back too, for some, that humbles them too. For them to have to even come back home.
Right,
and then they have an appreciation for it, like, damn.
They get a refresher course.
You hear me? But yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get a refresher course.
Yeah.
You remember the rule? Okay, here you go.
Yeah. You're a freshman now. We start back over.
You're back over again, okay? Now you're my child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you get to come back here. It's a reason you get to come back. So hey, check it out. That's what we doing.
And that's not a failure either, guys. And don't make them feel bad for having to come back. That's not a failure. And listen, it's time to I need to go back. I just did it.
Right.
And I figured it out. So it's not nothing. What they say is it's never a loss. It's a lesson.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I wanted to go back.
Right.
What you say?
I
wanted to go back.
Yeah.
It was time I want to go back.
Right.
Go back. But time like, wow, this shit here is for real.
What?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
That's when I call grandma and be like, so what you doing, grandma?
Yeah. Right. And you know they know what's something wrong with you.
How many people stay with you now?
You still got that border.
Yeah, you still got that apartment in the basement.
Yeah.
I know my little saying when my sister tell me yesterday we was Saturday we was together, she was like, my youngest sister said, yeah, when all the kids got bad, got put out, they had to come stay, they can't stay with me. They got no damn money.
Yeah. It's low.
She was the house they go to, come back to, because they want to go over their auntie house and stay instead of come back to the house.
Yeah.
But they know why you come at the house with them rules that they ain't playing on them. Auntie gonna be a little language, but auntie gonna chill with them. That's it. She did that. Oh, do my baby. You know what I'm saying? And we be like, man, look here.
Yeah.
Take your ass in there, sit down.
Yeah.
We talking to each other like a chair. Sit down that corner over there, don't make no noise. Right. Won't light.
Right.
Walk on eggshells.
Turn that light off in there.
Turn the light over there.
Six said you can never be too grown in my house.
Right.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
Ain't no, and listen, I always say, it's only one queen in here.
Right.
And her name is on the deed.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm always talking that queen stuff. Right.
They better mumble it.
Yeah.
That's what they doing. They mumbling it. Hey, mama, don't move that phone out the way. You know mama be tripping.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, this been a great topic. I mean, we seen the flow on with it because it's like all our topics kind of be relatable life topics. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to talk about something, especially because we done went through it. Our kid went through it. We know somebody that went through it. So you know what I'm saying?
And we wouldn't dare come on here and talk about nothing that we hadn't been through.
That's what I'm saying. We're not doing that one. So it's like, but still though, it's just like our kids, us, and everybody. What was the rush? You know what I'm saying? If we had to come back and get it straight, we had to. But thankfully, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, you got somewhere they can come back to.
Yeah.
But sometimes they bump their head. You know what I'm saying? But
that's okay.
That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Let them know it's okay to bump your head and come back. You know what I'm saying? So just have some for them if you can. But life be life for everybody. So
that's
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
So I do want to say, baby, take your time. What's the rush? Yeah.
What's the rush? We appreciate everybody listening, man. The Real Letter Podcast. We back here every Sunday at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
And thank you for supporting us, guys. We see the comments, we see the love, the text messages, the DMs. We appreciate y'all for real.
I'll reach back out to you, man. I appreciate y'all, man, because y'all do be hitting me up, let me know what's going on. We say you're doing a good job or whatever. We just trying to flow, you know what I'm saying? You know, we just a Real Letter Podcast, man. You know, and we leave every week. We let everybody know that we coming.
We coming.
See y'all
Thank y'all. Appreciate
Yeah. And where we from?
I'm from the A.
Sounds so lovely. Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Yo, I'm on my small A hard boy fitted. Dale Murphy jersey, 5-point chillin'. Mookie Blaylock illin'. Cleveland Air BP.